Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to what week is it now? Let me see. Week 7. Days 178 to today, which is 184. So where are we? So we launched last week. I discussed launching last week into the App Store, the Apple App Store, because we couldn't get into the Android store because we had to do 14 days of testing to 12 users. The actual, still not in the Android store, actually goes in tomorrow. It goes live. So yeah, fingers crossed that works. But even in that time, we've gone from version 1.0 to 1.3 now in the Apple Store. Major bug fixes, which was surprising that we didn't catch it in the testing. But you just see when users get on there, you see how it's not working. You see the little bits. I think I discussed this last week. So we did major bug tests, got rid of all the bugs. We now have a system that I enjoy using. It's smooth, it's fluid. You can see what's going on. It's very clearly laid out. I like it. I really, 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 really like the system a lot. Big heart to that. Thank you to Mayor and the team for getting that right. The app is in the stores. We've gone up to about 101 users above today, but that's not great. Not because I got 101 users. I enjoy having 101 users. The problem is those 101 users are not using the app as much as I hope for them to use. A lot of them are my friends. A lot of them are people that have done testing with us. So I would like to get more people to come on there and do it. Why? Because the whole point is we're meant to build a community of humans helping humans. So, for example, yesterday there was a question on there from someone that wanted to find an event venue in UAE for 30 people, which was relaxed and chilled. No one responded to that. So is that user going to come back? Are they going to use the platform again? Not likely, not for a while anyway. They're registered on there. It shows 101 users, but how often are they going to keep coming back and posting? And I think that is a key element that it's very, very difficult. It's like the chicken and the egg, right? What comes first? You get the community on there and then you start posting, or the posting and then the community comes, because each of them is looking for each. There's no point in having a community there or not posting. And if you're posting and there's no community, you're stuck where it really is nothing but a fancy kind of board. So that's the hard part. So how do we tackle that? Well, we tackle that by doing the marketing. So the marketing now kind of starts. As many of you were saying, the video on Tuesday, I think, wasn't me. It was a gentleman called Hazaifa. He's a young kind of entrepreneur himself who reached out to me from this channel, Road to a Billion, and said, look, I have a marketing company that specializes in startups. And I would love to run your kind of program. Now, at first I was a little bit hesitant on entrepreneur, young kind of work, but then I started to think, well, this is what I'm trying to encourage young entrepreneurs to start their own businesses and do their own things. And this is why I do this channel. So what kind of hypocrite would I be if I didn't give the chance for someone to kind of work with me on Blinkr? I will learn a lot from him. He will learn a lot from kind of having a real life client, although he has obviously real life clients, so he knows a lot. But it'll be a real test, because not only are we marketing it in the UAE, which is where I am right now, but we need to go to the US, we need to go to Europe, we need to go to all these other things. And the messaging and everything changes from region to region to region. And you need a good marketing team to kind of figure that out and kind of put it all together. So it's going to be very interesting over the next few weeks about how this is going to develop. So we sat on Monday for 4 or 5 hours and we went through a plan. So the way we kind of decided what we were going to do is we were going to look at kind of reaching out to creators. There are sites that you can use where you give them the basic messaging of what you're trying to get them and allow them to create something. They do it for a cost and you decide whether that cost is worth paying or not. Some creators might do it for $50, just do a 30-second video to their own audience, right? So we'll understand that and then we'll put it out there and we'll see which one resonates with the customers, which one gets the most clicks, which one gets the most views, how long they get viewed for. When we figure out which message resonates the most, that's when we kind of go to Meta and Google and all that and start piling money into getting that distributed globally. It's very, very hard. The struggle I have 2 main struggles right now. Well, 2 main struggles in business. One is how do we get the messaging across correctly? So what is the messaging that we're trying to get across? Well, humans helping humans, obviously, human intelligence, HI, opposite to AI. But what we're really trying to do is trying to give a place where people could come to speak out advice, to get experiences from other humans in a natural tone. And the answers that they might get should not be similar. Like when you go to AI, you're going to get one answer. But let's say, you wanted to go and understand. I'll give you an example. For me, as a father, what could I do for my daughter to help her study more? Well, I might get 5 very different answers from 5 very different people with 5 very different backgrounds, right? And maybe that's what I want to see. But also on the other side of it, what we've built with the Vibe filters is that actually, no, I don't want that 5 big varied answers. I want males in their in their 40s who are maybe religious or unreligious, who live in the UAE, who speak Arabic, who understand. So that's the vibe match. So we have the broader match and we have the vibe match. Now, how do we get the messaging across that this is kind of a safe place that you can come to and ask questions and get vibe matched or curated responses that don't waste your time, that give you direct answers, that give you different opinions? I want to say, I'm always worried about using the word opinions, but opinions or insights to different problems to continue that human touch, right? And I think that is very, very important. How do we get that messaging out there? How do we make that kind of, without it being too salesy? Do we do it in skits? Do we do it in thought questions? If you go on the Blinkr app now, by the way, again, please download the Blinkr app, Blinkr app, Blinkr app, Blinkr app. I'm posting on their thought questions. So things that I'm thinking of that I would love to hear other opinions on. If I get, it's on my phone now, I can't see it, but let me see, for example, just give me a second, pull up a job that I did. So Blinkr thought question. So today, the one I put up was, if you could change one thing about the world, what would it be, right? I would love to hear people's opinions on that. I would love to hear people's insights. Things that I maybe haven't even thought about could come up on this. So that's what Blinkr is supposed to be. That's where we're trying to get to. And more importantly, for young people to get to that point where they can ask in confidence people and get proper advice or opinions from lots of different angles so they can make up their own minds on a situation and not have an AI kind of just do it all for them and give them one answer and you take that as fact. It's not us against AI, it's an alternative to AI, the HI, human intelligence, right? So when we do that, trying to figure out how do we put that together. I'm all about, being in a fun way. I love, skits that are funny, little sketches that are funny. And I think that's the way we should do it. But it's not easy to be funny. It's not easy to have a skit that's funny, that goes viral, that people enjoy watching. So that's where we stand on the marketing. So right now we're in this kind of discovery phase. He's having meetings with his team. They're going to come back to me, weekly meetings, and we can, continue to develop that idea and spread that idea. Of course, the other side of it is me getting on a backpack, which I will do when it's out, and going to the colleges and universities or speaking to college kids and university kids about Blinkr and the messaging that it's trying to do, and try to spread it in the old-fashioned way of just kind of physical marketing, maybe give out flyers, maybe do these things. But obviously being in the UAE, I'm not in the UK, I'm not in the US. So how do we do that? How do I reach out to them? How do I get it to go kind of viral, the app to go viral? That's my dilemma right now. And then obviously, how long do you do this for? When do you kind of toe the rope and say, look, it's just not working. People are just not doing something social is very, very difficult. I don't have to explain how difficult it is to do something social. You've seen it over the years. There are very, very few that succeed. Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, not YouTube, Facebook, right? Snapchat, even Snapchat and these, they are successful. They're all worth over $1 billion, but there's so many that fail. House party or whatnot that come and go just like that, because social media is very difficult to get to penetrate. So a lot going on in my mind, a lot of things to do, a lot of kind of pressure on top of all of that to make sure of its success or not success. It's really, really, really difficult to put it all together and just keep driving and sitting in the office and kind of keep going and keep pushing forward to that goal. It's definitely not easy. A lot of pressure on any entrepreneur, any young entrepreneur, and I'm not that young. So I could feel sorry for entrepreneurs that have to go through this. This is the hardest part, the bit that defines success or failure. So you keep going. So anyway, I spoke for 11 minutes over my usual 10 minutes, but as we know, please download the app, Blinkr app. Blinkr app. Please, I really ask you just to download it and try it. Post a blink, see what happens. You can post anonymous blinks. Even if you don't want your name out there, just post an anonymous blink. It all helps, right? Please watch this video, share this video, follow, press the like button. That really helps me get more views. I'll see you all next week. Sorry for blabbing on a bit too much today. Bye-bye.